This is a Podfire production.
It's the highest of standards, on the peak we have landed. It's not silver, it's not gold, you want the best, take advantage. Go platinum. You know you wanna do it. Go platinum, you know you wanna do it. Go platinum.
Is he there?
Can you hear us now?
We can hear you now.
Excellent. G'day guys, we're live on a bus on our way back from the High Performance Centre from Surfing Australia.
Oh, cool.
Obviously,
Wicked.
Christopher and myself are
Hang 10.
from a high performance model. So there's a bus full of people. See? Wave.
Hello, bus people.
Do any of those guys need their cards
the bus
graded?
full of people all here at the Elite Athlete Conference. So
Oh, awesome.
obviously I'm the before photo.
Is that Chris? Look,
So
is that Chris
you
wearing a
you
suit?
can say hello to Lily, she's the organiser. Say hello.
Hey guys.
So yeah, there's lots of people on this bus, guys, so apologies if I'm a bit quiet.
Quiet.
I forgot
Apologies.
I forgot my headphones, so you guys are allowed.
Apologies not needed because it'll be a nice change.
See Christopher, though. He's just there.
Hey, there he is.
I like your suit, Chris.
He's here. He hasn't got a hat on, so he's actually got hair. I don't know if anyone knew that.
I didn't.
Which is a bit awkward.
Welcome to Marianne, who's just joined the podcast, which is fantastic.
G'day, mummy.
We've got a few people that have joined here today, Brett. We've got MILFs Inbound.
What?
Cusso
Oh,
one.
wow.
And some other people. We actually found
Who
out
we got?
MILFs Inbound. So I'm not quite sure who that is. But I can see that Chris is all of a sudden interested.
You found out what?
Don't worry. It's probably better that you didn't know what I just said. But there are some interesting people that have joined, Brett. That's all I'm saying.
That's good to hear, brother.
That's good. Okay. We're kind of losing the guys, but
This is the world's worst podcast. Sorry, lad.
well, at the moment, if people squint, they might be able to make out the pixelation that we're seeing at our end. So hopefully, it's all coming through okay.
And the surf, yeah, we're all good this end.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Can hear you.
you can hear us. Excellent.
Good stuff.
All right. So what's been happening this week in the land of grading cards?
Just grading cards.
Yeah.
It's been pretty good.
Just grading cards.
Been
yeah.
busy, but it's been great.
This will be a fantastic podcast if that's going to be the answer. So we got the gents are out and about. They're doing the Sports Excellence conference this week. So, but we've had this is really this is
Thanks, guys.
Can't take him
Oh,
anywhere.
yeah.
this is
Chris is living his
I'll tell
best
you what,
life.
boys, we might let you guys do it today.
yeah. We
No
will
worries.
we will say adios
We'll be here
amigos and we'll
abuse in the commentary.
see you soon.
Love your
Okay.
work.
God
See you
bless.
guys.
Catches.
Have a cracker.
Okay, I think
They've departed us.
they've departed, which is probably good for our sanity because that was really difficult. It was a little bit all over the place there today.
Yeah, I mean, a busload of people is probably not the easiest place to be tuning
true.
in from.
That's true.
So,
So PSG podcast. Let's start it again.
Go platinum.
To my left, depends which way. I guess right on the screen, we've got Pugz, and to the very very left of me is Stash. So, and then you got myself, Rob Verhoeve. So
Big Rob from Queensland.
big Rob from Queensland. So look, it's been an interesting week in trading cards.
Yeah.
So
It has
we'll have a little
indeed.
bit of a chat about trading cards today. We've had a few cards come through the door, which have been really cool. We've had a few go out the door, which have been even cooler.
Correct.
And one of the things I wanted to talk about today was the grading scale and what getting a 10 on your card actually means. So, because there's a lot of talk out there. Do we want to start with that?
I mean, we can if you'd like.
Let's go.
Sounds good.
Because there is a lot of talk out there about, that we are particularly hard to get a 10 from. And there's a reason for it. I'm going to throw to Stash for this one because I know that this is an area of passion for you. So,
I just think it's an integrity issue. Like, at the end of the day, we check over your cards properly, head to toe, all the above, front, back, side to side. It's something that we value you guys trusting us to grade your cards. So in turn, we put the effort in to make sure we grade your cards adequately. And that's not here, there, or anywhere. It's just we are very particular, and we like to make sure it is what it is.
But if our competitors, and there's a couple out there that are like Santa Claus with 10s.
Mm.
I mean, that's people have got to
Oprah
understand.
Winfrey.
Oprah Winfrey, yes,
Everyone.
yeah, everyone gets a 10. But we're not like that, and there's been a definite decision made to go that way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, it's like I guess I started with the word integrity. It's just about making sure that when you get the grade from us, you know you're getting what the card is. You know what I mean? It's not something we take lightly. We make sure we go over it, and we've actually in the last week seen no platinum, but there has been 5 10s.
Yep.
Go out the door, which is
Probably the most we've had in 1 week.
1 week. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But talking about that now, Pugs, it is going to be hard for me. This podcast.
Sorry in advance, guys.
yeah,
Just
so
don't
white
call
shirt,
us.
black
Hey,
shirt.
don't be sorry. I mean,
White shirt, black shirt.
just answer if I look towards your way. Pugs, we had a great submission come in from one of our submission partners.
Yes.
Do you want to give them a bit of a wrap to start with?
Big Boss Collectibles.
Big Boss, Marco and Luke.
Yes, sir.
Great blokes up in Harvey Bay that do a great job. Now, we had one card that came out of theirs in particular. How close were we to the Platinum 10?
Well, I actually had to have like 3 different graders look at it just to see how amazing this card was.
Yeah, so just stop there for a second, because there's one of the first things, isn't it? That a Platinum 10 won't be given out by Stash won't give one, Pugs won't give one, Jez won't give one.
100%.
Any of
is
the other
by committee.
graders. Yep, we need to have 3 of the graders go over that card and deem it what? Perfect.
Platinum.
Perfect. It's
Perfect.
a platinum.
It's got to be perfect.
If
Platinum's
it's wearing
better
the
than perfect.
platinum standard name as a platinum card, it must be perfect.
Yep.
So it's always by committee. We make sure there is not a blemish.
Talking about perfect, Matt just joined. Matt's the guy that painted the front door at the local
Oh,
car shop.
hey,
Matt.
mate.
So much
You're,
food.
you're a little bit talented, buddy. Just
Yeah.
a little
Very
bit.
Do you do tattoos?
Oh.
I kind of have an addiction.
Only with paintbrushes, but
I mean,
I'll
you
wash
could
off.
paint it on you and someone could trace over it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
possibly.
true. So it's got to be perfect,
Yeah.
Yes.
right? And it's got to go once one person goes through and says it's perfect, another 2 have to agree with it being
Correct.
perfect.
Yep.
Yep.
And then it will come through to me.
Yep.
And I'll just go, well, if you 3 said it was perfect, I'll agree. But it does go through quite a process to get there. Now, my understanding and my recollection is that we've only had, I think, 3 times in the past 12 months where it's gone through to that
Yep.
second set of eyes, and only once has it gone through to the third set of eyes.
Correct.
So it is something that is rare, because what kind of things do you see on a card?
Oh, look, it could be anything, especially, stuff you don't see. It always seems to be more around the surface.
Yep.
Things like you've got print lines and things that you won't see to the naked eye. And even myself in the past, I've thought cards were better than they were long before and got proven wrong myself. So it's not anything most people will be able to pick up on the naked eye, but surface is such a critical thing. And this is why this bloke always screams, protect your cards.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, indeed. Although it's kind of hard when you see a video of Panini
Oh,
doing their production, like I showed you earlier.
Well, it's
and
not
just getting
hard,
thrown around.
but I don't think that is hard, because that's production. That's how cards
Yeah.
are made.
yeah.
But I think that shows a real good that gives us an understanding as to why they're not perfect all the time.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, and a lot of people, I have a few people up in Brisbane, and they come in and they say, "Oh, it's come straight out of the pack. It's got to be a 10." And my thing is, come straight out of the pack. Started at a 9,
Yeah.
and you could go either way by a point too.
Yeah. The
Correct.
centering's not always perfect.
Centering's not
either.
perfect. Some of them will be, obviously. There's really good cards out there, and some of the manufacturers do a fantastic job.
For sure.
But if a card grades an 8, aesthetically, what's an 8? What's the
Near mint.
Near mint.
near mint mint?
Yeah.
Now, to me, if I was near mint mint, I'd be fighting back the women.
Well,
But I'm not, right? I'm less than that. So
but
you know what?
shout out to Jen.
shout out to Jen
Yep.
and her balls.
I love you, Jen. I love you, Jenny.
Me and Jenny are like peas and carrots.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, what I'm getting to is that near mint mint, an 8, is a really good score for a
Oh, it's
card.
an amazing score.
Right now, when we kept them out of packs, that they'll be a mint card.
Correct.
But if the process has seen them dinged about a bit in the packet, it's going to happen, isn't it?
Oh,
And don't be ashamed of it.
no.
No.
At the end, like, I own many a card that's not even a 9. I have 7s. I have 6s. It's all subjective as well.
If Brett was here, he'd be telling us about his collection of PSA 1s.
Yeah.
Well, I collect Kobe Bryant rookie cards that are
Numbered.
PSA 8s.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
So
And that's the thing. Like, you've got to look at it that realistically, out of a pack, it's between an 8 and a 9, if you're lucky. Like, when you take into consideration where the pack's travelled, it's been through a production line, gets cut, then gets packaged, then gets boxed, then gets put into the cartons, then travels all over the world.
yeah.
Like,
Wow.
I think
I want to be a card.
it's definitely done more mileage than I have in my life, that's for sure.
Yep, absolutely. So Make It Rain has joined. Now,
Dave.
I was going to say that profile pic looks vaguely familiar. Hello.
Mr.
Dave-
Ellis.
David
And a big
Boone.
shout out to Dave,
David
one of the
Boone.
true gentlemen of the hobby in Queensland. So to get a 10 is fantastic.
Oh, 100%.
To get a 9.5, I think we talked about it last week with the guy who got the set of blank canvas cards from the
Oh,
AFL done, all
those things are
9.5s except
Yeah.
110,
Yeah.
and his OCD kicked in one of the 9.5.
So next time you send one in, it's going to be a 10 as well.
Don't protect your cards.
Or a 9.
But,
Pugs.
that's
I'm
That's-
joking.
Be
That's
good.
an
Now it
amazing
is-
problem.
Now the funny thing is it will be, and then I'll be like, oh, crap.
Yeah, well,
I just won't have any part of it. It's
That's
got
it.
nothing to do with me.
that's the way. Jasper 76 has just joined as well.
That should be Mr. Spargo.
That's Spargs.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Well,
Jay Spargs.
he'll be joining More Things Than One in the next week or so.
Let's go.
Hello.
And we got the Centre Court Collective on there too. Hello to Jimmy. Now, so we did have that one card that came in and went through 3 sets of eyes before before Stash said no. But Stash was the one who picked up the slight error. How slight was that error on that card?
Extremely slight.
How long did it take you to find it?
It didn't take me.
Oh, it
very
didn't
long.
take him too long, actually.
Damn you.
No.
But I mean,
but the thing is-
go back one step on that. How long had you looked at it for?
Oh, like good 10, 15 minutes.
So, and then we had Jez, another grader, had looked at it as well.
Yeah, and we're just like,
So that
this is
card-
amazing.
That card's gone through a half-hour process to get a 10, but just not quite that platinum 10. So
Yeah.
that is the standard we set and the
Yeah.
standard we stand by.
100%.
So, I think that's a really good thing to let everyone know that the process that a card goes through to get a 10. Tell you what, that I was, you know what I was doing, don't you? Was you were looking at that card.
What?
I was videoing you
Oh, you still
because
no,
I wanted
celebratory
to see the
And it got
celebrations, and then
Oh,
it
man.
went oops. And so I suffered with a bit of premature celebration at that time.
we know because you dung the
So-
bell before it even
I
happened.
know, I got excited, but that's the way it goes. What else has been happening? So we've got that. We've had a few 10s, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been awesome.
We
Been
had a
great
customer
week.
get one of their 10s.
Yeah.
Which was the first ever NRL.
Yeah, well,
rated
man,
10.
that card
There
was
you go.
amazing too.
And what was it? Andrew Eddinghausen? ET?
Yeah, ET. ET auto.
Legends card auto.
Yeah.
And interesting that that was a redemption card. So it would have had less, because those legend cards from TLA have always had a bit of stigma around them with scratches on the autos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one was absolutely perfect. Now, again, with the autos, a scratch on the auto, that's going to affect the card as a surface.
If it goes into the surface, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Like, there's a difference between a streak in the auto and a scratch in the auto.
Yeah,
At the end of
absolutely.
the day, we're not grading autos.
Yep.
We're purely grading the card.
But if an auto comes through and it's got all lines through the auto, it's got to
Yeah,
affect the surface.
it'll definitely affect the surface slightly.
But if it's just a streak on the auto where the pen has maybe
Dulled out
dulled
a
for
little
a
bit.
little second,
Yeah.
that's not something that we consider to be a surface issue because it's not.
No.
No.
But if it's scratched, then that I guess is showing that the surface has been scratched
It's had some sort of wear on the
on
surface.
the surface. Yeah. So yeah, Andrew Eddinghausen. I know Bailey. A big shout out to Bailey. He was very excited about getting a 10. He was even more excited when I told him. I said, I don't think there's been another 10. So
No.
in the NRL land.
Yeah.
Which cards, just for people's knowledge, which cards seem to get the most 10s?
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Super.
and occasionally Pokemon if the centering's perfect.
Yeah, I've seen the centering of those Pokemon. It tends to be like 9.5 nearly every one.
Yeah, well, it's hard because everything will
On
be
the
10,
back.
and then the centering is just it's not a 10.
Yeah, and it's really obvious on the back of some of those cards when you look at it, even with the naked eye, you can see the centering's not right.
Yeah, it's probably one of the easier centerings you can pick up on straight away.
Sintome is on and wants to know if we have any Buck Rogers in the 25th Buck Rogers of the 25th century cards. I haven't seen any.
I haven't seen any. Nope.
It was a cool show though. I know that.
Might be a little bit before us.
Yeah, I don't even
Sorry.
know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
Young people. I'll ask Ruby. Ruby, do you know about Buck Rogers? Ruby's shaking her head. Ruby doesn't know about Buck Rogers either.
She's still in her 20s.
Yeah, I know. That's a long time ago for me. All right, so we've had those ones come in. What else has been happening in the hobby? Let's just talk some general hobby chat.
Panini.
Panini?
What
are
what's
they up
happening
to
with
now?
Panini? What are they
What
called?
are they up
Fanatics.
to, or what aren't they up to?
Well, it's
Because
It's
a lot of
it's
what
rumor.
we
I won't say it's
yeah,
a
it's
thing.
not in stone.
yeah
For what we know, at least,
But
but there has been rumors.
because we've talked a lot of late about what Panini don't do,
Yes.
i.e. customer service. But this is about
they
something
do.
they are doing.
But what
Not
they
saying what.
do, because that is Panini, Poonini, do.
Oh dear.
Dun-dun-duns.
That was a dad joke. Yes,
Yay.
beautiful. And we picked the right button. Yeah, so what have they done? Or what looks like is happening?
Well, Panini America is. It looks like Fanatics is buying Panini America. So not the European side with the
Yep.
stickers and the soccer and all that, but the NBA and NFL,
Which
and
is really
baseball and
what
everything.
Fanatics want, isn't it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
They don't want the stickers.
No,
When,
well, they're taking over the American market, really.
and they're stretching out here too now. So
Yeah,
because
well,
that's
NBL.
Oh yeah.
NBL with tops.
Yep.
People say, "Oh, it's not Fanatics, it's tops." Well, correction. That's Fanatics. And there's obviously a few other licenses here in Australia that I think they'll show an interest in for sure.
I've also noticed recently, even with WWE, it appears that their WWE shop has been taken over by Fanatics now as well.
Ooh.
Who Paninis?
Yeah, no.
WWE
WWE,
shop.
Oh,
whose current card license is with Panini,
Yep.
recently has been saying WWE shop powered by Fanatics.
Wow.
So and then the rumor came out about them buying Panini America as well, and I'm like, possibly. It kind of makes sense if that's already happening out there.
Hey, Captain Dave has asked a question about the most obscure card to come across the grading desk so far.
Most obscure.
Pre-loved Pokemon. They're great.
Pre-love.
I love them. I love them.
The ones that came back that we were
They're
grading
ones
to a
that were
fours.
protecting your cards.
Yeah.
That were played with. They're great.
Well, I
You
wouldn't
get
say
like a
that
3.
that's obscure. That just
No,
means
no.
they were
That's
actually
just what I love.
used
What
in
about-
TCG.
I saw one recently of some dude from Harry Potter. It was like this gold
Oh,
card.
Dumbledore.
Dumbledore. That
Yeah,
looked like
Albus
a cool
Dumbledore.
card.
That was sick.
I didn't even get to see that thing.
It's in the Big Boss order. I can show you.
I will. Yeah,
It'll be heading back to a big boss store near you very shortly.
I won't say
Um,
what it got though.
No.
No, because I just realised we still got it.
Yeah, don't say what it got. It was. Yeah, okay. I saw another question. Oh, that's Liam. Oh, yeah, we'll talk about that soon, Liam, actually,
Mhm.
about Sydney.
Yes.
Because things happening
Oh
there.
yeah,
Well,
But let's
that's a big thing.
not jump too far ahead, but let's keep talking about Panini. So, Fanatics obtain the Panini brand
Mhm.
because that's all they're
Ooh.
doing.
yeah, that's pretty much what they're.
Are we then in? Are we going to be in for 1 million products a year?
I hope not.
I don't think so. I think they'll probably pick and choose from the plethora that's already out there from Panini. Looking at tops that they already acquired, I reckon you'll have a base, a chrome, and they may do like Transcendent, which has always been one of their higher echelon products. I don't reckon they're going to go as like single brand heavy, but you will see a good stretch.
Okay, let me ask it and flip the coin the other side.
Mm.
Are we going to lose brands? Or are we going to lose the Illusions? Are we going to lose?
Possibly. Illusions, Chronicles,
Flux.
Recon, those mid-tier products that they may not
Well, we need
deem
mid-tier
necess-
products,
Yeah, but there's a huge amount.
right?
So
Yeah,
you
there's
might
lots.
just find some of it may get
Well, they might just do
streamlined?
the Chronicles and just like smash everything.
Chronicles
in
is one of the most popular things. Like, working with a local card shop, I've seen. If we don't have Chronicles in there, people are complaining.
Well, the craziest part, one of the few things that went into Chronicles that I couldn't believe, Gold Standard.
Yeah, Gold Standard is one of the greatest.
Gold Standard was always one of their like mid to upper tier products. Suddenly was in Chronicles, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, was it because Gold Standard wasn't great, or was it to boost the
I would
Chronicles
say it was
profile?
probably to boost Chronicles profile.
It's like they've got these cereal boxes of Chronicles now.
Yeah.
They've got the
Yeah.
totally certified rookies in them.
Yeah.
And that's the only place you can get them, is in those ones. And
TC was another one.
Yeah, that was a
massive.
good one.
it was huge.
Yeah.
It was huge. And to go away from the
Even
NBA,
like the Black Prisms were in Chronicles as well.
oh,
They were
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I pulled one of those.
Yeah.
I pulled a Trevor Lawrence Black Prism, and I thought, it's in Chronicles. But it still looked really good. And to just flip over to NFL for a second and totally certified, anyone out there that's got Geno Smith rookie cards,
Yeah.
holy heck balls. I have a pile of Geno Smith, and I literally cannot be bothered going through the pile of Geno Smith that I have, being a tragic Jets fan, because 10 years later, he wins one game and his cards blow up.
Mind you, he beat Russell Wilson.
Who
in
cares? He won
Denver?
one game.
Yeah.
And people
Well,
have gone
that's,
from
that's
10
what the
cent
NFL
cards to
market's
$20.
like, though.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the highs and lows, but let's be real. Also looking forward to the start of the NBA season coming back.
Yeah,
Well-
dabbed. That's what's up.
Well, you guys really are.
Wow.
Can't wait, man.
I see you guys fall out of a rhythm outside the NBA season.
Oh, yeah. I'm not really interested in anything else, really.
No?
No,
Or cards.
So, yeah, card-wise.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I definitely dabble in a little bit more than he does.
Yeah.
But yeah, NBA season is
Wouldn't it
pinnacle
start
for us.
end of October?
Yeah.
Normally starts around my birthday.
Pre-season's
Yeah.
around mid October. It'll
It's
start.
about a month away.
Yeah.
So pre-season, okay, while we're there, pre-season, what is it? Like they have a summer league, isn't that the pre-season?
No, summer
That's
league's
the
more
young
for.
dudes.
I think it's up to second or third year players normally participate in summer league. Definitely
Sorry.
with a more emphasis on the rookies to showcase their talents there, and
But
You
also
know,
G
those-
Leaguers playing it as well.
yeah, it gives the cusp players the opportunity to try and make a true roster spot
Yep.
rather than two-way contracts, or even at least get a two-way contract out of it too.
And then so the pre-season games are just so people can warm up.
Yeah, basically, you'll
How
generally
many do
find.
they play?
I think it's only about 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I mean, when you play 82 games in 6 months, you don't have a lot of spare time to chuck pre-season games in, do you?
no.
No.
But
But
it's-
Michael Jordan never complained. So. all these dudes playing now, they're all soft.
Michael Jordan's not playing anymore.
No, but I mean, like, the mentality. Way
Okay.
different.
Pugs. Pugs.
And then those players sit like 20 games in the season as well.
Pugs, it's all right, mate.
He's opening
It's
the
okay.
Pandora's box
I
before
know.
the season begins. Look
Yeah,
out.
Trade LeBron. Hashtag.
Trade LeBron. Get
Yes,
Geno
please.
Smith.
Get him out of
Geno
the
Smith on the
Lakers.
roster. Then we'll be right.
Well,
Might
price
win
of
a
his
few
cards,
games.
it's probably parallel at the moment.
Yeah. So okay, let's just go somewhere else for a tick. Let's go to Sydney.
Hey,
Jesus,
Para.
I'm looking forward to this tomorrow.
Westfield.
I'm doing the road trip tomorrow.
Westfield.
Nice,
That should be
mate.
good.
So if anyone is in Sydney, and in particular, well, no, we'll just go with Sydney, but it's going to be at Parramatta Westfield. What are we doing? Saturday and Sunday this week,
Yeah,
and
you're doing
then-
that.
and then Saturday
Sporting
and Sunday.
thing?
I can't even remember what it's called. My Sports Field, I think it's called.
I'll look for you while you talk about
Yep,
it.
My Sports Field. It's going to be a sensational couple of weeks up there, where they have a lot of different sporting type things going on. But one of the things is that Westfield are offering their customers
Your sports field. So
your
you're
sports
close.
field. I was close. Sorry, Westfield. So yeah, they've got some amazing things like on tomorrow night. No, it's tomorrow. What day is today? Is today Thursday? Yes.
Today is Thursday.
Let's go with tomorrow night. Tomorrow night they have Peter Sterling doing a
Oh,
Q&A there,
snap.
so they'll
Wow.
have it. And Saturday night they have
Sterling.
Andrew Redmayne.
Well,
the
that makes sense. Para legend in
Yeah.
para.
yeah, but also
That's
Andrew
sick.
Redmayne, the Socceroos goalie that put
Yeah.
us through to the World Cup by throwing a bottle at someone or whatever he did. I can't remember. Oh no, he threw away.
No,
the,
he
he threw away the notes of the other players. So it's things like that where there'll be people like that there. I know GWS Giants, the Western Sydney Wanderers. I think the Sydney Kings are going to be there as well.
Oh wow!
Everyone's just
Are
doing
we
different
road trip?
appearances.
Road trip?
I know you've got a wedding
No,
bucks
No,
party. or whatever,
I'm definitely engaged this weekend.
Definitely engaged. Ooh.
If I make it to Monday, I'll see you next week, guys.
Yeah. Well, if the Brisbane Lions make the grand final, I might be calling on someone to come down and fill in for me on the second week.
I'll come.
So,
I'm down.
but yeah, so we're going to be
Maybe.
down there. 50 cards per day will be free.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
Free. Then what we're doing is in November we're coming back to hand the cards. So the people don't even have to pay postage. We are paying postage by sending someone
50 cards a day for free.
50 cards for
And
free.
you're not
One per
even-
person. One
Okay.
per person. And that's a shout out to Adam Charnitsky, who already has asked me if he turns up really early, does he get all 50?
Smooth.
What if he does it like his kids take one, he takes one, his wife takes one?
Pugs, stop.
Yeah, please. My head's already spinning. I don't want to go.
You thank me
go too
later,
much
Andrew.
further, yeah. So 50 cards per day free, the first 50. If you want more than one card done,
All right.
what do you reckon we do?
How much?
$20.
What?
So
So hold up.
You
You're
get a
giving
card graded. You
Hobby
get a card
hangout
graded.
prices
yeah.
with the first 50 free
Yeah.
and no postage involved.
Woo.
Like,
yeah.
did you
Lucky
really?
Lucky Brett's not here.
Yeah, I was
That's
about to
what I
say.
want.
He'd get cranky at me. But no, that's exactly what we're doing.
That's
So
amazing.
$20. So I look at it this way: you can bring 3 cards down. It'll cost you $40. Pop back in. I think we've given a turnaround time of 6 weeks for these guys.
Yep.
Sorry, boys. But come back in 6 weeks and pick up your cards. Get 3 graded for $40.
That's
And
so good.
we are talking about the best grading service in Australia.
Yeah.
Damn straight.
Every day of the week.
Damn Skippy.
Come and do that. But wait,
There's more.
there's more.
Hey, you get a
Hey.
bucket of steak knives.
You do get a bucket of steak knives. If,
A bucket of
Why do you get a
steak
bucket?
knives. Yeah,
That's great.
but the thing was that we all knew what you meant.
Yeah.
And that's okay. I didn't even pick up until the other pugs was going laughing out
yeah,
loud.
there we go.
Shout out to
Number
Mr.
one.
Turpy's brother.
Yep. But there is more because on Thursday, the 22nd of September,
Yeah.
which is 1 week from today, the Westfield Parramatta, your sports field promotion will be that if you spend $100 in any store in the centre, you will get a free NBA card or NRL card repack.
Oh, wow.
Now, I don't want to spread any rumours, but because I won't spread a rumour, I'll just tell the facts.
Sounds
That
good.
there is a 9.5 PSG graded Michael Jordan, is it Skybox? Intense?
Intense, yeah.
Yep, in there. And it
Road
is
trip.
one of
Yeah.
the sweetest looking cards I've ever seen. It is so cool and it's graded 9.5 and we've already talked about what that means for a PSG graded card. It
Gem
means
mint.
it's bloody
Yeah.
good. There's also Living Legends Michael Jordan. I think that's a 9 graded. There's a Brad Fittler Masters Auto
What,
in there
from the new set?
from the new set.
All right, so NRL fans are going to be a little bit interested
Yeah,
in this
there's
as well.
Junior Paulo, who's a Parramatta.
nice.
Yeah,
He's in there too, and some other people as well. I can't remember all of them.
and you're giving them away.
They are given away, absolutely given away. And there's some other crazy good cards. There's a Josh Giddey Silver Prism
Oh,
in one
what?
of them. So yeah, there's
That's
some
what I was trying to get yesterday.
Magic
Man.
Johnson blank slate.
Oh, Court
Nah.
Kings.
Yeah, Court Kings blank slate. Magic Johnson sitting in those packs, and that's like shout out to Westfield because they've acknowledged the trading cards is a thing that people want. So they asked us to help with that, and we've been able to
My head's
get that
spinning.
again, get that
Oh,
around.
wow.
So,
Yeah.
and that is for the first 400 people that go to. I don't know where you've got to go there. If you're in at Westfield, just go to their concierge or whatever. They'll know all about it. And that's probably where you pick them up from, to be honest.
Wow.
But
Just show your receipt.
show your receipt. $100. If you've spent the $100, then you are eligible for one of these.
Man,
Now-
go to Westfields. Just do your groceries, and you're getting free cards.
That's pretty cool.
Like
That's right.
that's
Do your groceries and get free cards.
cards. Yeah, like
Hashtag do your groceries and get free cards. That's a good one. I like it.
That's the marketing pitch right there.
Pick up your milk, your bread,
And get
a
some
free
and
pack
some
of cards.
and some
Why
free
not?
cards. And look, I've seen what's gone into the repack. There's 400 repacks, so not everyone's going to get a Michael Jordan card worth $1,000. But there's plenty of cards in that $10 to $20 range. There's plenty
nice.
of cards in the $100 range as
and
well.
it's a free card,
And
so
it's
it doesn't
free,
even
so-
matter.
free. Like
And
You get
if,
packaging. That's free.
well, you know what you could do though? You could go and you could pick up, because only the big hits are graded in this because they actually come as a type of redemption. You can go,
nice.
spend $100 at Westfield, get your receipt, go down, pick up one of those little things, a cool looking little envelope, Open it up, bring it down to PSG. We'll grade it. Come back in 6 weeks, and we'll give it back to you. And you've just got a graded card.
So literally, go do your groceries, get free cards, get them graded for free, and don't even pay postage.
And if you're going to do your groceries, if you could pick me up a Pepsi Max Lemon, that would be fantastic, and bring
Greatest
it down.
drink besides Dr.
Yep.
Pepper.
Yeah,
And that was
Dr.
not.
Pepper.
That was not a. That was not a
He
paid.
hasn't lived.
Ugh.
That was not a paid promotion. The
You
three
can
of
sponsor
us.
us,
Yeah,
though.
I mean,
I've lost.
down.
Pepsi
I've
Max
lost,
Lemon.
Or ginger beer, Bundaberg.
oh, GBs.
I'm on it here, so if
You're
any
right. So
mess
if you can keep an eye on the questions, because Ruby's little iPad thing.
has died.
Shout out to Ruby's iPad has died.
Yep, good job.
Thanks, Rubes.
You only had one
thanks,
job.
Rubes. Yep. No, she actually had about 9. So she's done okay. The poor Ruby. Can we? Yeah, I'm going to do it. Ruby accidentally went live with us on her own Instagram before.
Yeah, so look it up, Ruby Pangram.
Yeah, and
On Pugz.
yeah, pretty ordinary. But that's all good.
That's me.
So, oops.
And now she's caught on to what's going
Oh,
on, and we're getting.
That's a
stared
really
at.
angry face from Ruby.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, okay. Let's talk about one other thing. Pugs or mate, we should get Ruby in on this discussion. Actually, our auction site will be live
Oh,
on Monday.
PSG.auction.
PSG.auction.
yeah.
Is that right? Getting the nods.
Getting the nod.
The actual auction will be live on Monday for our first Tyson Beck card, which is
Amazing.
the Dustin Martin. With apologies that it's taken a little bit longer. And if Brett was here, he'd be getting pretty all excited about all this as well, because one of the other things that we're doing at the moment, just to let people know, to actually do auctions for charity
Yeah.
is not easy.
No.
And the reason it's not easy is you have to jump through a lot of hoops to show that the company you are, which is PSG, are a legitimate company that are doing all the right things, because we legally cannot accept a donation on a part of another organisation.
Correct.
So we have to do it, and we have to register as a registered fundraiser, which means that the money that comes from us is not associated to any donation or anything like that for tax purposes. So it does take a fair bit, but we are in the process. So we've got Beyond Blue fundraising status for them. So this first one's for Beyond Blue. The Cancer Council of Australia will be in there. The MND, Fight MND will be in there as well.
Sorry to butt in for a sec, mate. I got to give a massive shout out to you and Brett on this, because you guys have done a lot, and both of you have gone above and beyond to get this working. So
yeah, so look, it's just something that we want to appreciate. I really do appreciate that, because it is, and I know Brett would say exactly the same.
Yeah, like a lot of things that happen behind the scenes, guys. You have no idea how hard those two blokes have been working at things. Chris as well.
Not so much Chris, actually.
Oh, hey, come on now. He definitely does his fair share, but the passion you guys put out when it comes to the fundraising and Beyond Blue, especially Cancer Council, I know we've got some stories, but just amazing stuff, mate. And I'm sure everyone out there is probably giving you snaps or claps, probably more accurately.
Give me the clap. Awesome. Yeah, so let's just go through those again. Beyond Blue, Fight MND, Cancer Council, and the Glenn McGrath Foundation for breast care nurses.
Yep.
So that should cover it. Now, what we will do is we will, from myself, and I know people in this office have already said that they are willing to donate things, and the great producer Ruby's even on board in this, and which is really cool. And it won't always be cards. Ruby, can I give you the little hint of what yours will be? Okay, so Ruby's is a signed Jason Tatum COA jersey.
Oh, snap.
She's looking at me because she knows I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Yep.
That's
So
amazing.
That will be the next one we have after the Dustin Martin goes
Where
up.
did you even get that from? What?
Don't ask the question you don't want the answer. But yeah, so we'll be all different things, and people who donate an item, or what we might do, we'll just rotate them through. But if somebody donates an item like Ruby does, she'll get the chance to choose which of those charities that she wants us to give the money to.
That's very
so
cool.
that is really cool as well. So I'm just going to put me on mute for a second. What number am I? Sorry, guys.
Hey.
He's back.
It's a bit of a struggle. Life's hard. What do we got here, mate?
Talking about obscure cards.
Where's Dave?
Yeah, come back, Dave.
Talking about, like, because the off season and I had nothing else really to do, I've been picking up, like, I guess you can call, like, silly cards. This one's a used memorabilia.
Game used.
Used memorabilia of Andrews, Dr. James Andrews. He's a surgeon. I just thought it was he
What?
found it actually, and I was
Yeah,
like, bro, I'm
actual-
getting that.
Yeah.
Can I have a look?
So I just think it's amazing.
It's out
I
of
literally-
Allen and Ginter.
I literally have not seen this. There is a
Alan
guy.
Ginter have some good stuff if you're into weird things.
Dave, honestly, man, if you want obscure, just go Google search
I
Allen
can't
and
believe
Ginter products, man.
that
It's
Dave
great
asked us
thinking.
before, what's the most obscure card?
And
Well,
it
I
was
guess
sitting
this
right in
wasn't.
front of us.
I guess
Yeah.
this wasn't there.
It
for
hasn't
grading,
been graded,
but,
so yeah.
this guy's Ruby, can we put a picture of this up on? Okay, so Ruby's going to get a picture of this because it is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. The guy is literally in his scrubs
Yeah.
with his face mask half done up around his neck, and we've got. Geez, I hope it wasn't like a COVID case that he was dealing with that day. Yeah, here
Oh,
you
you
go.
gotta-
Ruby's going to show it to the camera because Ruby's so much more technical than us.
Look
look
at
at
that.
Jinx.
That's bizarre at a whole new level. And Ruby, can you show the back as well, please? The reason I say that is there's hardly no information. We don't know who he is.
No,
No,
He's
It's
just
just
some
a
rando
surgeon.
surgeon that's.
I have to Google him later. He's probably some like TV show celebrity dude.
Thanks, Rubes.
Actually, that would probably make more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. Okay, you win. What are the other?
Oh, they're just
Oh, these are the.
I was playing around with the sidewalk
Oh.
labels. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Ruby,
Cigarette
can we have you
cards.
back one more time?
Thanks.
This
Ruby,
is really
don't
cool.
leave
Yes, it was
us.
back. Back again.
So, another passion of mine, and this is more because of my collection, is the tobacco cards, cigarette cards,
Yeah.
and we think we've nailed it.
Yeah, so this is
So-
a rookie Magic Johnson that's actually been ripped
Yep.
from the
But more
The three cards,
importantly,
but-
it's a test of the slab. So,
the little holder. It's
so
pretty
at
sweet.
the moment it does shake a little bit, but that's actually in this case
Well,
it's
it's the
not a
plastic.
problem.
It's
It's,
not-
the
yeah, it's
actual
not-
plastic insert that we've worked
Yeah,
out.
it
so
looks pretty sweet.
it does look really good. So I will, mate. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop off a couple of my old VFL 1930s cards, and we might put a couple of those into
Do
a
a
slab and
couple,
get,
Hey,
get
those
those
cards are
auctioned as well.
actually older than you.
Just.
Damn it! Damn you!
I got there.
It's not
Well,
bad.
dude, this card's older than us.
Which
Oh,
card?
it's- Oh yeah, like 4
it's
years. on us.
1980.
Yeah.
Well, this guy probably delivered one of you two.
Yeah. No.
Oh well, if we were
If he's from
America-
Frankston, so
Oh.
Franger.
Franger.
Yeah, good old
Yeah,
Frankston.
represent.
Yeah. So,
Well, I was born in Melbourne.
so that's a couple of another interesting things. Any more questions?
No.
Everyone's
No
just
questions.
enjoying watching us be who we are.
Or they're falling asleep. One of the
Oh,
two.
probably.
hey, whoa, come on now.
We do have that voice for radio,
Yeah.
you know.
Yes.
Peter Harvey.
Canberra.
All right. Well, guys, what do you guys want to? Anything you guys want to talk about before we wrap this thing up?
No, just the Panini thing was the one thing that I was thinking.
Yeah.
And Josh Luber is no longer with Fanatics, apparently, so anything
Well,
can happen.
Apparently, that was always going to be the case. Once he'd got it all up and running, that was his job.
Yeah.
And then he'll pass it on to someone who knows what they're doing.
You know,
That sounded wrong, but you know what I mean.
well,
Someone that's going to do it ongoing.
well, that's it. There's a lot more moving parts coming into Fanatics now, so it's probably he enjoyed his time there doing more the memorabilia and the stores, but
Yeah, but people like Josh Luber too, they're very good at getting these things set up.
Yeah.
And that's
that's
know,
their
what-
enjoyment.
that's what they're
good at,
good at, and they'll get it set up and they'll get it moving, as you said, and then pass it on to someone to drive the bus from there. So, and I think he has done a good job in thus far. I think the acquirement of tops, and just with the tops finest 2021 with the NBA players, the old school NBA players coming out, we saw the quality, and that's obviously what Fanatics want to do. So,
Yeah.
For sure.
that's good there. So, Josh and Fanatics, Stash.
Well, I'm going to beat him to it. Protect your cards.
No,
Yeah.
you
That's
don't.
2 weeks in a row. Hey, but also,
Yeah.
speaking of NBA, what on earth are your Utah Jazz doing?
Oh, don't do this to him.
Like,
Not
I
live
don't
on
care.
air, man.
they
I
got
don't
rid of
care.
Gobert. I didn't like Gobert anyway.
Oh, you're joking. The Stifle Tower. He
Donovan
rocked.
Mitchell.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
Mind you,
but what they
Danny
picked up is
Ainge.
insane.
It's Danny Ainge.
I know,
and
yeah.
He's now got draft picks
For
the next
days.
seven
I
years,
know.
equating
Yeah.
to over 20 again. It's
But
ridiculous.
see, but the thing is with that, and being a loser supporter as I am,
oh, come on.
the Jets always have heaps of bloody draft picks. They screw them up. So it's one thing to have the picks. You've got to make them work.
Hey,
and that's their job now.
They've made a couple
And
of good
Danny Ainge.
picks and then let them go to other teams.
Who? The Jets?
Jets.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Geno Smith just took 10 years.
Jamal Adams.
Jamal Adams.
Sorry.
Oh, Leonard Williams.
Yep. Oh, it's going to get worse.
Yeah.
Just start. I'm gonna stop you there. I don't want you to.
Darrell
I think,
Reeves at
hey,
least
it's
came
all right.
back.
Brisbane's
Yeah,
going to
true.
win this weekend. It's all
Brisbane
good.
Lions.
Oh.
All right,
I'm
I'm
going to
going
beat
to
my
leave this.
team, but it's
Let's do a bit
it
of
is
a
what
footy
it
tip.
is.
Okay.
So we'll start with the NRL
Yep.
because between the three of us, we have the combined knowledge of an ant.
Of like half.
Yeah.
Oh no,
So
you,
who's
he knows
playing?
a lot.
Parramatta are playing Canberra.
Correct.
Who's going to win that one?
Man,
At Parramatta.
I know.
I'll
but
be there.
You know what?
Are you going to the game?
No way.
I have a soft spot for the Green Machine. Grew up a big Mal Meninga fan, and of course he's now at the Titans. But I hope the Green Machine go through.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I just think they're a solid young squad.
I'm just going to say Parramatta because my sister's a huge Eels fan. So
I'm going to say the Raiders because your sister's a huge Parramatta fan.
yeah.
And I watched the Raiders last week and they played well. So
Yeah.
And then we got on
It's
Saturday
Canberra.
night, we've got Cronulla playing Souths.
Yep.
Wowee.
That's literally a flip of a coin. I can't call that. I don't.
And it's at the new stadium.
Yeah. Yeah, it's at South's new stadium.
I'm just going to say Souths because it's home.
I'm flipping I'm staying out of this one. I'm
Flip a coin and then
yeah.
that's your
Okay.
answer.
You got your phone there? Hey Siri, flip a coin for us.
Oh,
Does
okay.
it do that?
Yeah, you can ask her to.
Okay.
Yeah.
No way.
Heads, Rabbitohs.
Hey Siri, flip a coin.
There you go.
There you go.
Cronulla.
I
That's
can't believe
so
it.
cool.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've seen since the doctor card.
I love that was a thing.
Well, I'm
that
going for
I
Cronulla
just-
because I said that I'd be going for Chris's team for the finals. And I'm going to this game.
Really?
nice.
Yeah, because at the SCG,
I was about to say, yeah.
the SCG at 4:45 on Saturday, Sydney play Collingwood, and it's at 8 o'clock.
Who's winning that?
Who cares?
Oh.
No, Sydney.
Swannies for sure.
Yes.
Swannies.
Yeah.
We've got to go for the Swannies. That's Brett's
Hey,
team
I
too.
was
Geelong
about
in
to
the
say,
finals.
in honour of Brett, I was going to say Swans regardless.
Yeah, the Swans and Collingwood. You know what though? Well, who's the most hated team in the NBA for you guys?
Oh,
In the what? NBA.
in the NBA.
Yeah,
Utah Jazz.
really? Why? How do you hate them? They don't hurt anyone.
Oh, no, if
Well,
it's
it's-
not them, it's San Antonio Spurs.
Okay, let's go with San
that's-
Antonio.
Or Cleveland.
Yeah, or no, they're kind of good now. Though.
They don't hurt it.
But,
Anyway, Collingwood's the most hated team in the AFL, right?
Easily.
But Collingwood have gone out and they've gone and got Craig McRae as their coach, ex-Brisbane Lion.
Yep.
Frank Lepich as their assistant coach, ex-Brisbane Lion.
Yep.
I can't dislike them anymore. So I really can't. They're playing great footy, but I still think Sydney will win. So we've gone Sydney. And what's the other? Oh, far out.
What's the other game?
Brisbane playing Geelong.
Spargo says he'll see you at the G for the grabby.
Mate, oh, that's an offer I can't refuse.
Oh, it says for the granny.
Oh, the
Sorry.
granny, yeah. Well, yep, so Jimmy Spargo, he knows what's going on. Brisbane Lions will make the grand final.
They're going to beat Geelong.
Who do you go for?
Geelong.
Rightio.
I'm going Lions.
Go for it.
Yeah,
Anyway.
you're a Lions fan.
Yeah, who cares?
Mate,
You're a Geelong fan.
Yeah, I know.
I've been going since it was Bears down the street.
Yeah.
That's right. So that is a huge game for the Brisbane Lions.
There were
Look,
Bears down the street.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
Bears.
drop
Main
Bears.
Street.
Drop Bears.
Yeah, drop
Yeah.
Bears.
They're a
Oh,
thing.
Sweet. I know all you Yanks out there. Yeah.
Yeah. And Canadians,
Look
those
out for
crazy
those drop
Canadians.
Yeah,
Shout out
like
to
the one
Homer.
upstairs. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Canada.
All right,
Oh,
we're going to
That-
wrap that up now.
Yeah,
that was
sweet.
Because
that
that
was
was
our
gone
cue.
too.
Yep.
Pugs.
Go Geelong.
Ooh. Pugs. Last words.
Protect your cards.
Stash. Last words.
Up the Lions.
Shit. And I'll go
that's
with.
That's a great
And
last
I'm going to
word.
go with protect your lions. Okay.
Your loins or your
We'll
lines.
see you guys in a week. Next Thursday. Auction goes live this Monday.
Woo!
I'll be in
Amazing.
Sydney on Saturday and Sunday.
Go see Big Rob
Free-
if you're in Sydney, guys.
Free cards to
Parramatta.
get graded. Free cards. I will wear a PSG hat just so I remember where I am. And
Go platinum.
go platinum.
Yeah.
See you guys.
So
Thanks, guys.
Go meet him. Go platinum.
Go platinum.